Hey y'all, so today's message is going to be a little bit different because I feel like it's time that I just use my platform to make it clear that I channel messages regularly throughout the day often. Um, I'm not as much as an open portal as I used to be in the beginning of my experience as a whatever amenity, I guess you could say, a goddess, a vessel used by the Most High to the highest potential as far as this point in my life right now. Okay, just being honest. I have dedicated myself to being used by Yahuwah, is what I call him, for a while now. And before that, I would just surrender myself to the experience. And when surrendering yourself to an experience, as far as being a vessel for life, to flow through you, which is the blood that lives through you and is connected to the DNA of your ancestors. Like this type of genetic coding that we go through when we awaken every single day allows us to remember what, if we choose, what our ancestors and our bloodline, literally bloodline, has soul ties and connections to. And not all of it is wicked, but all deserves recognitions and awareness of it. A lot of people are denoting or denying aspects of their existence because of religious context and biblical texts and different structures and books and nationalities and beliefs and marriages and acceptance and propaganda and the sake of just being outcasted. When there's parts of us that are yearning to be acknowledged, exposed, and renovated is the word that's coming to me, but I really want to say rejuvenated. But it wants to have a part in your life and to be revamped, washed off, cleaned off, renewed, cut away, cleansed, purged, all of that. The work that those that didn't do before you may just rely on you. And it's in your blood to carry that trauma. This is the blood is what holds the disease. And I'm saying this to say that a few days ago, a lot of people have been saying it, that they've been feeling like they're coming into a new version of themselves. And I'm just going to share a slight part of my journey that I never thought that I would. But matter of fact, I'm not. Okay, there's a reason why I'm not going to share it. I'm just going to give the message. And the reason I'm not going to share it is because I'm a small content creator at this point in time. And sometimes I do that and I have an accent. I don't know I don't know where it comes from. I'm pretty sure it has some ancestral connection to it, okay? And I don't have time for people to be taking my story and making it their own. I'm used to that. I've done this journey over and over and over again, and I've shared my story and put things out there over and over and over again. I realize that my story is mine, and a lot of people will who seek clout and attention and not the knowledge and the wisdom to help those who are on the same experience, are speaking on it as if they have they've been given the baton to carry. And I'm not getting ready to give them that. However, I will say a lot of you have been noticing that you are remembering. And in the beginning of this remembering, it was scary. I have to tell everybody. Somebody has to help me understand this. Somebody has to pull me out of this 444 on the clock. Pull me out of this. Help me. Help me. I don't get it. Drowning in so much truth. Trying to understand where the lies lie. and in hoping that somebody would give a flying fuck about you on this journey. But they want to see you suffer because you are experiencing something they are not. Then you go to wonder, like, why are you not experiencing what I'm experiencing? Is chosen really being a thing? The name that I never swore that I would ever allow myself to have. The identity that I never wanted to claim. Yeah, you can say you're that, but I won't. It's a little cocky, isn't it? How is it cocky to be outcasted beyond understanding and experience things that have so much knowledgeable text behind it, but is deemed folk fiction? But you're experiencing it every single day. And they want to give you things to kill it off you. They want you to continue to live in a cycle and loop and live this over and over and over and over, so Trump can be king again and again and again and again. Taunted by the invisible that show themselves every now and then but run as soon as they think you see. The obsessive fans in a spiritual land, the ones who astral project just to see and monitor you. And people in their physical vessels adapting the traits of the spirits that are around you that are jealous that you are in that vessel, and you get to live this life of rejuvenating peace and freedom and relying on only the gifts that the Most High gave you to break you free from the trap of consciousness. And you think you're not worthy of being called a god or a goddess when you're being worshipped and envied and lied upon and stories twisted. But he is the God of gods, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, right? And we just think that that's gender neutral. But I'm not going to get into that rabbit hole of things that I'm still trying to make sure that I overstand, so that when anybody tries to cross me and play on my dome, I am able to protect my vessel, because my mind is my shield and my sword, and everybody wants a piece of it. They need to know what is the thing to say to make you react, so that they can continue to push those buttons to make sure that you are focusing on the reaction instead of taking the action necessary so you won't have to redo this life again. And there's people who say they want to do it again, but do you remember what you're doing again? 585. You're reliving all the trauma. People from lives in the past are here to do what they did before, to kill you. You wonder why when you don't use your intuition, it was a life or death situation? Waiting on that moment. So right now you might see yourself purging because you may be having a hard time shifting into this new version of you. Baby girl, I just accepted the fact that shit, I'm a goddess. And everybody's going to have a problem with me realizing this. I've been her, naturally, everything. Didn't have to take a class, didn't have to take a course, didn't have to go to school. I've been that. It's in me, not on me. It's everything. I accept the vessel that I accept that I am not the vessel. I make the vessel. But I'm not bound to this vessel. I understand that when I leave, I might come right back here, but I might just be something way bigger in another realm. Have to be for so much magnetism. Rather it's visual online or not, I'm gonna tell you right now. People are watching you, and then they're taking screenshots so you don't get no more views to go and take your shit and show other people in the group chat that really is so obsessed with you. Or on another page, 111, 1 o'clock. It was actually 11:01. Obsessed with you. To go in, what do you think they're gonna do? Study you. I had this epiphany in my mind. I was like, I wonder, because ever since I was in high school, middle school, like, ignore my hair. I just got out of the shower, I just washed it. I'm really enjoying this just wash and go. And I've always liked to be bald and have my locks and quick weave, blah, blah, blah. But I'm doing this right now. I'm happy with this right now. This is me right now. But I always used to wonder, like, what is that? What is this weird thing where is it me doing the style first because back then I didn't know I was psychic. I was having epiphanies. A lot of them. I was reading clouds, which at 12:12, I'm not even going to leak what I'm about to start uploading. I'm just going to let it flow, okay? If you rock with me, then you do. But if you don't, I don't care. You know I don't care. You know I love everybody no matter what they do or they don't do. But from a distance, don't play on my vulnerabilities of love, okay? Because when I say goddess, I mean that shit. I will rock your motherfucking world and not lift a finger. Because I believe that the Most High is rocking with me. I strongly do. I didn't see too much happen. I move in devotion today. And you don't want me to put my hand to it. You don't want me to put my left hand to it. You don't. Anyway. I've always wondered. I was like, man, every time I do something artistically, I see it on TV later. Everybody in school got the same hairstyle all of a sudden. Hey. You were looking for me? Would you go downstairs?